Dreamworks and Disney have fought to the bone the #1 animation industry, with them both being equal counterparts when I was growing up. I loved Lion King, Nightmare Before Christmas, equal to movies that Dreamworks had, such as Chicken Run, Madagascar, and The Bee Movie. Nowadays, Dreamworks is on top in my opinion. I feel that Disney has very much shifted their stories and don't actually make them traditional anymore. But Dreamworks, on the other hand, has realized that traditional method works, and therefore they are still implementing it to this day. But I digress. Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite animation movies of all time, and it should be one of yours, How to Train Your Dragon. Let's go! Everything about this movie is so perfect. The animation itself, the storyline, the characters, and by far the dragons themselves, because that's all we came here for when we were kids. How to Train Your Dragon is a story that takes place on the island of Berk. The backstory is summarized by the protagonist and main character Hiccup as he narrates it at the start of the movie, stating that dragons and humans have been at war for years, as we see a fight take place between the people, and we also see the dragons stealing the people's crops and livestock. The protagonist Hiccup during this narration ends up shooting down one of the rarest dragons of all time, which has never been seen before, the Night Fury. He tries to train the dragon to be used to his presence and tries to make the dragon comfortable, since the dragon cannot go anywhere due to the fact that it has lost a section of its rear tail, which is pivotal for flying. I actually thought it was more for direction, but who cares what that means? It's for plot reasons anyway. The main conflict surrounding this movie is that Hiccup is trying to be accepted as one of Berk's people, but for that to happen he needs to have a strong desire to kill dragons and have a hate for them, which he just does not have inside of him. Another issue that Hiccup faces is a desire for his dad to see him for who he truly is, which is not aligned again with the values of Berk, which is the values that his dad holds since he is the leader of Berk. He is forever faced with disappointment from Stoic, his father, who is ashamed to even call him his son, that he says during the movie. Damn, bro, that. At least you have a dad, bro, okay? My dad left me. The movie perfectly portrays fear and anxiety and stress at the same time. As we see for the first time when Hiccup meets the Night Fury, we can see the true scariness of the Night Fury due to its size over Hiccup. We are also set up from the start to have immediate fear for this dragon, as when Hiccup narrates about Berk, he describes the Night Fury, this dragon being one without a goal, as it doesn't take any food like the other dragons, and it just shoots, and as he says, never misses, and has never been seen before. This portrayal of the dragon makes the Night Fury seem like a dragon that's without a purpose, and its only desire is to destroy things and to kill the people of Berk.
But the ultimate prize is the dragon no one's ever seen. We call it the Night Fury! Get down!
This portrayal tells the audience that you do not want to encounter or face the Night Fury ever in your entire life. This is exemplified when Hiccup reads some of Berk's books on the Encyclopedia of Dragons, with the Night Fury not even having an illustration of what it looks like, since no one has ever seen it. Every other dragon that has been referenced in this book before the Night Fury has said, kill on sight, but only the Night Fury is said to never engage, stating your best chance to stay alive is to hide and hope that it doesn't find you. Through the movie we see a different path that Hiccup takes that starts to develop a relationship with the Night Fury, which is named Toothless now, due to the retractable teeth. We see the relationship mold from Toothless acting very wild and natural to the sight of Hiccup, with him changing into more like a dog in the way that he's being kind and a creature that wasn't considered friendly at all. We can see this shift in Toothless's personality with his eyes, as when his eyes are more narrow, it reflects the wild and dangerous side of him, and this is when we know when most likely Toothless isn't friendly. The other shape that his eyes take is when his pupils are very wide, almost very dog-like, making him seem more innocent and playful. This dynamic of Toothless switching between personalities while Hiccup is there vulnerable without any way to defend himself creates unease and causes us, the audience, to be very stressed for Hiccup, wondering if he's ever going to come out of this situation alive. We also see through the movie that Hiccup's knowledge of the dragons is increasing, showing that the dragons are extremely misunderstood by the people of Berk. This is shown through montages of Hiccup seeing behaviors that Toothless displays when exposed to certain stimuli, with Hiccup then exposing the dragons in Dragon Camp to the same stimulus and getting the exact same reaction, with the people of Berk and his father Stoic thinking that Hiccup is some kind of a dragon master killer. This conflict is shown in the movie as Hiccup doesn't know whether to tell his father about the Night Fury or about the unseen truth of the dragons, as we also find out the reason as to why dragons take the food from Burke, which is to feed an even larger dragon, which is on another island, which the people of Burke go to kill and take Toothless. Hashtag free my boy, he did nothing wrong. We also see Stoic's disappointment with Hiccup, as he was never the son that he truly wanted, and going to the point of naming him Hiccup, meaning the runt of the herd. This again displays how much of an outcast Hiccup is to the people of Burke. Now, I also mentioned one scene that always stands out to me in these movies, and my pick for this has to be when Hiccup is forced to kill a dragon, but he tries to make it calm like he did Toothless. Stoic makes a loud noise make big dragon go angry, and again, Homie starts screaming, and Toothless, from about 5 miles away, is able to pick this up and tries to save my boy by climbing out of that pit. Homie enters the cage, 1v1s that dragon destroyed, low difficulty, then does some dumb fucking MMA shit on 2 Vikings, then sees Stoic and says, I want a piece of that, and probably was soloing until Hiccup told him not to do it, and Homie gets nose stomped. Bro, Homie was him for about 45 seconds, man, till he got victimized. At the end of the movie, we see Hiccup and Toothless fight this big dragon, which I don't know how that works. Toothless must be just him or something else, because Broly's small. Broly's so small, bro. Compared to this dragon, he is so small. There's a big fire. Whoop! Hiccup falls, say goodbye to his left leg. The ending has Burke change after the big battle, with dragons and humans being friends, and with Hiccup securing some ultimate riz on Astrid. Yo, I don't know why they did this for me, but in the second movie, Astrid looked kind of fire. But, I digress. All in all, I think the How to Train Your Dragon movie is one of the greatest movies that Dreamworks has released of all time, and one of the classics that I will force feed my kids when they are younger until they see it for the masterpiece that it is. Overall, I give it a 9.2 out of 10. It reflects real life issues which I really like wanting to belong and also being accepted for who you are, and also portraying the famous saying of not judging a book by its cover. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.